Alright guys, this is MarkBoy316 with another video, and today's going to be my top 10 announcers of all time in professional wrestling. And coming in number 10, for me, he was always good. He did it by himself. They wanted him to work with somebody. He said no. And one of his catchphrases was, "Oh my god! Cat fight! Cat fight!" Joey Styles. For me, CW. He was the man. He knew the moves. He was good for doing it himself. That was awesome. Coming in number 9 for me, it was in Georgia Championship Wrestling, WCW for a bit, and it was Gordon Solie. He was basically the JR of that era. For me, that he was good. I like Gordon Solie. Next up was for Coliseum Video and a backstage interviewer, Sean Mooney. He was awesome. I like Sean Mooney. He recently appeared on a few unreleased matches, DVDs from 2017 and 2018. And Sean Mooney was pretty good. I liked him. His that's number 7. Number 6, his friend and colleague who did the Coliseum Video matches with him was Lord Alfred Hayes. He was also good at backstage, and he did some house shows with Monsoon and Heenan. And Lord Alfred Hayes was good. I always liked Lord Alfred Hayes. Great wrestler, and was also a good announcer. Coming in number 6 for me would have been, of course, the late great Gorilla Monsoon. He was the man. Him and Heenan doing prime time and Wrestling Challenge, and it was just awesome. Gorilla was the man, and he was a great wrestler in his day, and was an awesome announcer. He did a lot of house shows. He did prime time, like I said, Wrestling Challenge. He did some pay-per-views of Heenan, and awesome. Gorilla Monsoon was the man. Also, Bobby the Brain Heenan was a great manager, but I think he was really misused as a announcer. He should have had more announcing duties, I think. He was great with McMahon and Monsoon, and he was great. WCW wasn't that great for him. He didn't like working there. You could see he was miserable. But in WWF, he was awesome. He was a great announcer. So that was cool. Then we have Jesse the Body Ventura, who did Saturday Night's Main Event with Vince McMahon, and WrestleManias with Monsoon and McMahon, and also was a great wrestler back in the day. I think that helps to be a great announcer too. When you're a former wrestler, you know the moves more, you know what the wrestlers feel, how the wrestlers act, what are they going to do next. So I think that's pretty cool. I like Jesse Ventura as a commentator. Next for me was Jerry the King Lawler. He was the man, Jerry Lawler. And always was a great commentator for Raw. Him and JR in the Attitude Era were awesome. And lately he just sucked because he was more like PG and was really a lot for the faces more than the heels. But back in the day, he was always for the bad guys. Lawler was a great wrestler, entertainer. It was just great. And couldn't say more about Jerry the King Lawler. Like Kevin Kelly coming in next, who was good in Ring of Honor. He was good in New Japan. He is good in New Japan, I should say. And WWF, he was pretty good too. So Kevin Kelly, one of the great announcers. And of course, who can forget the man? I'd say the number 1 announcer of all time. Good old JR, Jim Ross. He whipped him like a government mule. It's a slobber knocker. JR, the man, knew his wrestling, and knew his moves, and knew where everybody came from, the territories, knew just everything. Just awesome. JR was the man. I think he was probably the number 1 announcer of all time. And I'm going to put in a couple of honorable mentions in here. One of them was Mean Gene Okerlund. Also did some house shows with Monsoon, and did some backstage interviews. And Gene Okerlund was actually not that bad at commentary. I didn't find he was that horrible. He was pretty good. And of course, I will add a WCW announcer in here, Tony Schiavone. He also did work in WWF and did some stuff with Jesse Ventura, and worked with Bobby Heenan. So yeah, I'd say all in all, pretty damn good. Tony Schiavone was good too. So I hope you enjoyed my list here of the greatest announcers in pro wrestling history. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.